What up, though? Good morning. It's your boy Curl living his new life. You did living his new life. Just trying to figure out how to function. You did without smoking. I ain't got no pretty views to show y'all this morning. I am outside in front of the crib though. I am doing that much. But no beautiful views to show you this morning. I might go to the park. It look like it's gonna rain. That's why I didn't take off already. I don't want to go to the water in the rain. Kind of defeats the purpose to me. I can observe it from afar, but no, I'm not gonna go in the rain. It's my fourth day, y'all. Hey, Indigo, how you doing this morning? Appreciate the pull up. Yeah, I guess the fire over there in Canada decided to take a break today because ain't no haze today. I mean, we really got to quit believing people that lie to us, that's paid to lie to us, especially. I can understand some people want a little bit of attention. I can understand it more. People want a little bit of attention, so they're gonna fabricate here and there. But I can't understand for the life of me that when these faces come up on your TV screen and they tell you a story that you don't have no type of way of proving right or wrong. See, it's particular things I'm talking about. Absolutely, you are. Absolutely, you are. See, I'm not saying everything they say on there is a lie. I'm saying the things that are a lie are the things that there's no way you can prove. Now, if they talking about something that just happened on your block and they got a few things wrong, that's not so bad because you can put your finger on it and you can say, "Hey, that didn't happen. This happened. How could they screw?" At least you can do that. But I'm speaking on the things that happen, like a little baby getting snatched up over here on the other side of town and missing, and they making a whole movie out of the ordeal. I mean, there's no way you can verify a little girl got snatched. There's no way. And I spoke on this the other day. Yeah, of course you get people in your chat or in a chat that say or pretend that they angry, may even come to your house and knock on your door to make the lie appear real. That's my, you know, I went to school with them and that's my cousin, this, that, and other. Yeah, 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 yeah. But they will fail to show pictures of this person growing up with them in school, out of school. See, I've been down that road way before I came to YouTube. I got tired of it happening on Facebook. Now, anybody can tell you, anybody that know me, when it comes to storytelling, I can draw a crowd. And I ain't talking about strangers. I'm talking about people that I know. They want to hear what I'm gonna get to the bottom line. What's gonna be my bottom line. You did. So several occasions, I told my wife. My wife is the typical human being. She's gonna believe the programmer before she believe the husband. at least a couple thousand times, right? I'm telling my wife, I'm relaying one of the stories she talking about, and you can tell it's about, it's getting to her some type of way because she telling me about it, and she know how I'm gonna respond to it. So I let her get it all out because I know it aggravates her when I remind her quit believing these people. I know it aggravates her, you know. And after I get finished laying down the story she just told me, but telling it in my way, then she was able to kind of knock some of the shell, you dig, some of the impurities off the information. I said, baby, do that make any sense to you? And I had to remind her, you remember what happened when we were on the news, right? Well, I per se wasn't, and she wasn't, but her voice was, and they came to our house. And by the time what my wife said made it to the news that night, the whole story was distorted. Out of six news stations in Detroit, I might be going a little bit too far. Let's say five news stations in Detroit. Only one of them told an accurate account. So it's like, baby, you know what these people about. You know how they play. Why are you still believing what they say? And she say, well, somebody tapped in on one of my cousins said that they know her this, that, and the other. I said, yeah, one of your cousins know. I said, baby, have you ever took a ride on a Sunday past the Masonic Temple up here? You're gonna see all sorts of people coming out. Your family, your non-family, police officers, celebrities, you're gonna see all sorts of people coming out. So you don't even associate with your cousin, but you just know automatically your cousin ain't with some type of secret society, right? And I mean everybody. I know people get tired of me saying this thing. I just believe and always looked at myself as being a coward until I heard about gangs. Because I got a big family. And if I didn't want to fight and I tried to warn people that I didn't want to fight and they kept on coming at me, I just simply go get my big sister or go get one of my cousins. Simple as that. I ain't play no games. Hey, this person picking on me, and my cousins and them knew, as a kid, they know how I get down. I'm not no violent type of person. For them, for a little cousin to come at me and tell me this, they got an issue. And my big cousin, my sister would take care of that act. When it went down, they would take care of it. You did. Until I seen the gangs. When the gangs came along, I experienced the gangs in St. Louis, Missouri, before I experienced them in Detroit. I was only 11 years old when I first ran into gang activity in St. Louis. And it was a little bit, if I'm not mistaken, it was a couple years after Colors came out. Show you just how much the programming on TV have our kids, have our societies. And I went down there and I seen the Bloods and the Crips and hearing people getting shot up, and I would always boast, oh no, we don't do that in Detroit. We ain't that's coward shit. That's at 11 years old, 11, 12 years old, this is what I was saying. You know, we don't believe in that. We click up, don't get me wrong. We got our neighborhoods and stuff like that, but gangs, no, that's coward shit. And sure enough, by the time I made it back to Detroit, the Blood and Crips was in Detroit. And I'm like, wow. But coward. Now, don't get me wrong. These secret societies play a lot of roles in our society. They play a lot of roles. A lot of them feed the homeless. A lot of them clothe the homeless. A lot of them help people with, lesser means that can't keep up with the bills and stuff like that. You know, they have organizations. You know, when you hear about them giving paying their dues and stuff like that, they dues go to stuff like that. A very small portion of it, but still it's something. Uh so the thing that ticks me off about the game, it appears, and I'm gonna go from the gang to the secret societies, because we all know that the gang is a secret society in itself. But let me start from the street gang. They give you the appearance, I'm here to help you, I'm here to assist you. Well, if you team up with me, you ain't never got to worry about this, that, and the other, or these bullies trying to do this, that, and the other to you. 45 and some change, Indigo. So they give you that appearance that they're like your personal savior, you know, like the religions do. We can help you with this situation. And then if you money minded, if money is your thing, they got a situation for you as well. So from the street level to, let's just say, just for the sake of conversation, we're not going to jump to the colleges and the fraternities, those gangs. We're going to hop to the gangs that's right in our community right now, which is the Masonic gang, which is the police gang. But in itself, the police have a fraternity. The Masonic order ain't no different. It's not labeled fraternity, but it is what it is. So they play a lot of roles. You see the unfortunate children with disabilities and stuff like that. They have the Shriners. They raise money for, and we're not gonna talk about who they raise the money for, okay? But this is what they do. You did. So they come at you and they're telling you the truth. Hey, just like the street gangs, hey, it's in your best interest to get with us because we can open the doors to this, to that. I've seen my homies on the streets come out of prison, get down with this gang. What's up, IB? Come home out of prison. And when I came out of prison, right, there was no such thing as you getting up in a Chrysler or GM or nothing like that. My homies got down with this gang and just out of the blue get up in a, and, you know, now you can go up in a Chrysler and all that with felonies and convictions. But back then, no. But I've seen these guys come out of prison and go right up in one. I've even seen some of them become COs, correctional officers. Yeah, they actually spent their time in prison. And you know what they tell you? It ain't what you know, it's who you know. And I never got it. I never got it. I never understood. I told y'all, paint eater, back of the bus, window liquor. I'm the window liquor, right? Slow as hell. Sit up there and told me straight up, like, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. And there's prisoners that's in this prison that's putting on their life that they did time with these people I'm talking about. And now it's a CEO. So I never understood it. I never understood the Melanics, the Mobites. I never understood the purpose. I knew they was there for a reason. I knew that the front house was allowing these groups to meet together, but I never understood why. And you know what the correctional officers, IB? Yeah. I never understood why. Oh, well, let me get to this part. The Mobites used to always walk around and say this one phrase. They used to always say signs and symbols are for the conscious mind. Signs and symbols are for the conscious mind. And I used to be like, it sounds sweet. And I can tie it into things that's not as deep as it is. So that's what I was doing for many years. So I come home, y'all, I see a lot of these Mobites and Melanic guys. I see them out here crackheads. A couple guys, Mobites and Melanics, they was homosexual up in there. Straight up relationships with men. And I wasn't where people was that was doing all day. Where the prisons that I was in, the most time you was doing was 5 and 7 years is the top amount of time you was doing at the prisons I was in. And you seen these guys going through this little bit of time here, having full-grown male relationships. Melanic, Mobites. So I get home and I see these guys, business owners, crackheads, it was a melting pot. Business owners, crackheads, this, that, and the other, right? And still, the phrase that they use, signs and symbols are for the conscious mind, still didn't ring a bell to me, right? Then I finally start figuring the world out. I say early 30s. I start really looking at these signs for what they really is. And as I look at these signs for what they really is, I start noticing the similarities between Mobites, Melanic, Bloods, and Crips. Then I start noticing the similarity between the fraternities and the Masonic orders. And I just had that, that instinct where I'm just sitting there rubbing my chin like, wow. I know these slow cats. I know these crackheads and homosexuals. And forgive me if I disrespect anybody that love their own, any male that love their fellow male and any female that love their fellow female. No disrespect intended, but this is my train of, I'm giving you an insight on my train of thought. These homosexuals, I know what they telling me can't be as deep as I can possibly imagine. And lo and behold, it was. Lo and behold, when I start asking questions and digging, I find out that the Bloods and Crips in any possible mafia, well, let me not touch the mafia yet. I'm gonna get there. Low-level street gangs was created by these fraternities in Masonic orders. You think I'm lying? You think I'm lying? I wish I had my computer because I can show you something, but y'all got the images already in your head. Just let me bring it out a little bit for you. If you watch football, you will see this dude named, is it Jeffries or Jefferson, that played for the Minnesota Vikings. Well, when he scores a touchdown, he has a dance called the 666 dance. They don't call it that. I call it that. Why? The young man wears the number 18. 18 is 6 plus 6 plus 6. When he does his fraternity dance, which I've seen, marches and stumps and stuff like that, they actually do what he's doing in his dance, right? They put up the 666 hand sign. The same sign they put up for three-pointer. Well, see, in football, it ain't the three-pointer because the only three-pointer is a field goal. You understand? And that don't happen on a touchdown. So this dude does the 666 dance to represent the number he wear, to represent Satan, which is the bottom line to all these secret societies. Let me get back to my point. Let me get back to my point. I'm getting off a little bit. The low-level street gangs were created by these fraternities and by these Masonic orders. Why do you think that NBA players, NFL players are allowed to throw up gang signs and not get picked up and thrown in jail like the rest of the gang bangers do? Why do you think they're allowed? Why do you think a millionaire like Snoop Dogg is allowed to throw up gang signs? See, it's time to wake up this morning. I don't just want you to wake up and drink you some coffee and start your day. I want you to wake up really this morning. Why do you think that? Why do you think Snoop can do that? You think it's just because so he can brainwash and manipulate our young people and our not so young people? Or do you think, lo and behold, do you think that there's other powers behind this that make or put the energy in Snoop Dogg to throw up gang signs for all these many years? Same pyramid, Jay-Z. Same pyramid Jay-Z throw up. The Church of Satan was throwing up years and years before. And the secret societies was using it years and years before the Church of Satan. It's the same pyramid that your fraternities, your college fraternities throw up when they do their little salute, their little dance to Satan. When they do their little dance, because you know how black people is. You give them a beat, you give them a little music, you clap your hands real loud and say, "Hey!" They gonna dance and they gonna eat it up. That's the stigma for black folks. That's why you would never, ever, ever hear me call myself black. Because they already got you figured out. Not because they're the wisest things walking. Not because they can read your mind. Because you play their game. And if you play my game, and I'm the creator of the game, and I don't want you to figure out and get to the end and defeat my game, I'm going to make you play my game the way I want you to play it. I'm going to dictate your every move. oh yeah. And see, IB, you said an ex-con becoming a CEO is like a unicorn. I've never heard of such a thing. Well, it was plenty of people older than you, and I received this information I'm telling you about when I was about 18 years old. I didn't believe it. The CEO, one of the CEOs I'm speaking on actually did time at the same prison I was at, which was ITF, with Tim, the home improvement guy. He was actually doing time with him. Yeah, it's not what you know. And you can tell he told, listen, this CEO shared this with some guys. Well, one of the guys is people he know from when he did time, but he wasn't afraid of us saying, "Hey, y'all let him in here," and he wasn't afraid of that. What he invited you to do is prove him wrong. Tim Allen, that's what I'm talking about. He actually did time with Tim Allen when Tim Allen went to prison. I think that's his name. Home improvement guy, whatever his name is, the home improvement guy. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So this ain't new information. This is old information. I was in my teens. I was in my teens. I didn't even believe him when he said he did time with the dude. When he said the dude was ever locked up, I didn't even believe him. But yeah, it's much realer than a unicorn, brother. I was locked up with a dude. No, I'm gonna get off track. I'll say that for another day. But it wasn't a shocker, even at 18 to me, what the guy was telling me. Of course, I didn't believe him right offhand, but it wasn't a shocker. I've seen things way more crazy than that by that point at 18 years old. So the thing is, the secret societies created the gangs the same way our government created the Taliban or any other boogeyman you got on the scene. They have people in place to do their dirty work. Then once the dirty work is done, they got a boogeyman to point the finger at. That's what this is all about. That's what it's all about. Go research those riots that happened after the Rodney King or the O.J. Simpson. One of them things, it was a riot in California. Research that as keen as you can, because you'll find out that that riot was instigated by people of the armed forces. There were people on their porch smoking a cigarette, drinking their morning coffee, that seen armed forces throw cocktails and things like that in people's houses to set those riots off. I'm talking about the riot where they had the camera and they showed the guy getting snatched out of his truck and beat. That riot. They had sissy tendencies before they got pinched. Absolutely. See, the thing is, and this is something I could never identify. When you're a lover of money, when you're a lover of fame and prestige, there is no limits for you. Whatever you got to do to move to that next level, you're going to do it, and you're going to sleep like a baby. Whereas somebody like me with a conscience, I ain't going to be able to rest. It's going to take some medicine, some weed. It's going to take something. I need help to sleep after I do something deceitful and egregious as these people doing. Why do you think I'm going to get off topic. The thing is this. It's not organic. You hear me expressing my distaste for the secret societies, mainly because I know who their father are. When it comes to lies, Satan is the father of the lie. When it comes to deceiving, he's the father. He's the root. Yeah, that's the Tim Allen I'm talking about. That's him. I didn't even have a clue he did time there. Didn't have a clue until that police officer told me. And you know what's crazy? This same CEO, when they stopped the tobacco products from coming into prison, this same CEO made sure your smokeaholic homie kept a cigarette. You know, some people just resonate with each other. He was a inmate pretty much. He'll bust your ass if you front him off. He'll bust your ass. Now, don't get me wrong, but he was down to earth, and he was of a lighter complexion. He was of a lighter complexion. Cool cat. Yeah, that was the Rodney King riots, and I okay, yeah. You in California? How I know it's not polite to ask a woman how old they are, but it's only you ask me. If you want to, just give me a roundabout. Because if you tell me you're anywhere near close to me, I know what I'm talking about when I say that there were some instigators that had something to do with those riots jumping off. They want you to feel or believe that people in their own neighborhoods, and they eventually caught on when they seen what was going on. Yeah, they eventually, hey, if I can't beat them, join them. But there were outside sources that came in to kick those riots off. While all of us thinking everything organic, no, it's manipulated. All around the world, it's manipulated. So this is why I always stress a distaste for the secret societies. My roots come from the secret societies. Pretty much everybody living had somebody in some form of fashion that was in some type of college fraternity, some type of brotherhood, some type of Masonic order. And that's just the truth of the matter. When I heard that I grew up in a family that was prominent when it comes to that type of stuff, I can't say it blew my mind, but it actually shocked me. Oh, indigo, okay. So I know you know where I'm coming from when I said it was outside help. And once again, y'all, the stuff I'm telling y'all, I not for 1 second I wanted to believe any of this stuff. I didn't want to believe sports wasn't real. Sports gave me the motivation to go out, make sure I was out there all the time, getting me some exercise in. But see, it's all a distraction. Because while I was out there getting my exercise in, you did what I'm saying? While I was out there doing that, there could have been a whole list of other things that was way more creative and beneficial than putting a ball in a hole, than catching a ball, arguing with people because they cheating when it comes to putting the ball in the hole or hitting the ball with the bat. I'm pretty sure the worstest imagination can come up with plenty of constructive things to do. But guess what the motivation is behind the ball, catching the ball, the distraction? Guess what the motivation is? Money. Money is the motivation. See, because we sit at home, y'all, as a kid, and we see our Magic Johnsons and Isaiah Thomases and Barry Sanders, and we hear about them getting this amount of money, and you just tell yourself, hey, if I work hard enough, I put in the work, I can do this too. And at some point you start to understand, okay, I can't get to that level where they at, but I can get this money out here in the streets. I can make sure I got a pretty good following to make sure that nobody busts my head out here. I could take people money out here. It's all a distraction to keep you away from your purpose. See, they want you to think that your purpose is whatever you make it. That's not the truth. That's not facts. See, your movie stars, they already got them. Your movie stars for 20 years ago. I mean, your movie stars for 20 years from now, they already got them picked out. Your sports stars 20 years from now, they already got them picked out. There is no you coming from the bottom and ending up there, especially without you joining forces with one of these secret societies. Look around. Every major book, every major movie, every major piece of art, everything created from your electricity. They got man to where he done created electricity. It wasn't always here. The man created it. All of these people who created these things got a name. Look at those names. When you look at those names, tell me how many of them belong to a secret society. All of them. All of them. Bill Gates, Zuckerberg, whoever them other clowns is y'all think doing something, all of them belong. Nobody is out there because they big nuts and they can do what they want to do. Didn't y'all learn from Michael Vick? See, Michael Vick didn't teach the idiot nothing. Michael Vick taught the idiot how to believe a lie. But those of us that got eyes that can see, that don't allow people to see for us, what Michael Vick showed us is that he pissed off somebody and he actually forgot his place. When you piss off somebody, when you get you a place of fame, understand the cameras don't belong to you. The news stations don't belong to you. They have owners. And if those owners put that camera in front of somebody's face and have their announcers say somebody's name in a good way, understand that they can use those same cameras and those same voices to talk about you in a bad way. They're your God. They giveth and they can take it away. That's what Michael Vick was. Because still today, I haven't seen a man go to prison for dog fighting, but the millionaire superstar in the NFL known as Michael Vick. See, to laugh at us in Detroit, a little bit after that Michael Vick situation happened, over there where Vic stand there now, they had a guy over there that had a dog zoo. He had a dog zoo. He was fighting them, he was breeding them, he was doing everything to him. They came over there and busted him, and that man didn't get no more than probation. I mean, he got caught with his hands in the cookie jar. There was no cousin that tipped off the police and all this shit. Forgive my language, y'all. There was none of that. There was him getting caught with his hands in a cookie jar. Hundreds of dogs. Proof he fighting. That man didn't get nothing more than probation. And if you think I'm playing, just research around the time. It was after when Michael Vick was going through what he went through in Detroit. Yeah. And look, see, Indigo, you just helped me prove something right here. See, Bill Gates of hell, Zuckerberg, Fuckerberg. See, this is why they give us these faces and these names. See, Bill Gates and Zuckerberg are nothing more than your government. Whoever created Facebook, whoever created Microsoft, The government been take you. Listen, they will offer you money. If you don't take their money, they'll kill you and take it from you. If you're smart enough to take their money, you'll have your life a little bit longer. But you have to sign a non-disclosure, of course. You have to sign a non-disclosure that if you open your mouth about this thing you sold us and tell people the truth about this thing, that you can be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And you can be fined. So all the money we gave you, we can just take it back. Yeah. So what they do is they give you some people that belongs to them. See, what I mean by belongs to them is that you're a part of one of their societies. See, it's all Satan at the bottom line. But see, he got thousands of societies for you to belong to so that you can't fully identify him. Now, if you really want to know, if you really want to, if you really want to get down to the bottom line, get with these secret societies, simultaneously getting the accurate knowledge of the Bible. Profess your love for Jesus Christ in your actions, not your words. And watch how you don't go anywhere in that secret society. And if you do go anywhere, it's just going to be to a certain level and you're going to stop. And not all the time because they're going to stop you. You're going to stop yourself because you're going to realize these words that Curl is spewing out his mouth is factual. I see, I'm not telling you this stuff for you to be knee deep in this stuff and you get scared. This ain't for you to get scared. This for you to get strong. This for you to get courageous. See, when the scriptures say, when Jesus Christ say, I'm the way, the only way, there is no way but through me. See, for whatever reasons, this fake name, they can intimidate you after you fully stand behind the name Jesus Christ. But that's about all they can do. Depending on how deep you is, they may even kill you. But see, if they kill you, see, they know the Bible. These people that's running this thing, they know the scripture. And see, they want you to die with them. So they're not going to kill you. And they know that you belong to Christ because that's them promising you, getting you on their dime. They're promising you a resurrection. So when you turn, their desire ain't to kill you. Their desire is to prove that you're faking. Their desire is just to prove, oh, this just a phase. Oh, he belong to us. He ain't going nowhere. So once you show them that you're faking, see, because you can't fake Christ. You can't fake Jehovah God. So once they got proof that you're faking and shaking, now it's time to kill you. Now it's that time. Be brave and courageous. Don't let these people scare you no more. They've been scaring us forever. Ooh, the meteor is about to hit the earth. Ooh. The fires over there in Canada, you can see the smoke and the haze, but ain't no smell to it. It's a danger. Ooh. That TV, those news, I need y'all to wake up and understand the only thing they care about is you being scared. The only thing Channel 4 care about is you being scared and calling and asking them for help. They don't care nothing about your well-being. And another thing, I see all these niggas windmilling, all these women windmilling for these celebrities. I didn't almost came to to uh, typing blows in chats because of celebrities. Now these celebrities, your cousin and all that, I can understand. But these bitches don't even want to sign your autograph after you done stood an hour to see they funky ass for over 2-3 hours. And you out here windmilling. You done set up in these stands, you done bought a $20 beer, and you go down there after the show and you say, can I have an autograph? And you just think it's okay because they just played a basketball game. I had fun. When I was running up and down the courts, I had fun and I wasn't getting paid a dime. But here it is, these punk ass niggas can run up and down the court, get paid millions of dollars, and when you ask for an autograph, they look at you like you scum. Y'all niggas better grow the fuck up. These niggas ain't walking through the fucked up parts of this world and offering to pay people bills, offering to buy people food and put it in their refrigerator. But yet, we still windmilling. But yet, we still debating who is the greatest of all time. And you wondering why our kids are homosexuals. They've been grooming us to be homosexuals since I came into this world. Had them men running up and down the court with damn shorts on that's shorter than goddamn Daisy Dukes. I first started looking at sports, man. I went back in time a little bit. They talking about this Dr. J. Cat and all this, how Kareem was in his younger years. I go back and it's like a porno. It's like a gay porno. And then to throw insult to injury, they bring all that tight shit back. They got these boys running around with shit that's cutting off their circulation down low. All right now, neighbor. All right, y'all. Cutting off the circulation down there. I mean, come on, man. And the foolishness I see when my wife was talking stuff to me the other day because we was having us a little argument about nothing. And she was telling me how much I look at YouTube versus everything else. And I want to salute my wife on that because I was looking at this YouTube thing last night, my feed, right? And every other feed I seen was a rebuttal or some type of explanation about some celebrity. Whether it was rapper, whether it was a comedian. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why are we so obsessed over these celebrities and these celebrities don't give a shit about you? They don't care whether you live or die. They can't care because they don't know you. They're not trying to know you. See, when you get to know somebody, what you do? You go in their neighborhoods. You go to them. When you really want to get to know somebody. These niggas got these people, got us trained like perfect puppies. Here you is, you done just bought Allen Iverson. I'm just throwing a name out there, y'all. You just bought an Allen Iverson outfit with your idol worshiping ass. They cost $600, right? Cost $600. You go out and you see Allen Iverson having dinner with his little people, little girl, whatever. And you say, Allen Iverson, can I get your autograph, man? And Allen Iverson say, hey, man, I'm out here with my family, man. Woo, 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 woo. And the guy, and you say, well, I'm sorry. Somebody take a picture of that and they criticize you. Damn, a celebrity can't even go out and have dinner with their people without people stepping to them. Bitch, I just stood in the cold with my family to come see you. You telling me taking this pen and scratching your name, nigga, is warranted? Man, shit. I'm telling you, YouTube ain't ready for me. YouTube ain't ready for me. YouTube ain't ready for me, y'all. And listen, me going through these smoke withdrawals, I better calm my ass down. I better get my big ass up. As soon as this rain stop, I better get my big ass up and go take me a walk. Cause YouTube ain't ready for no real shit like this. This nigga in a restaurant, chilling. Idol worshiping ass nigga coming. Oh, that's Allen Iverson. That's oh man, he scored such and such many points in such and such many minutes. And you wondering why our kids homos. Oh man, when he stopped playing basketball, he invested his money in, know all these people business. And don't even know nothing about their own goddamn family. YouTube ain't ready for King Curl, man. King Curl on some on a whole different level, whole different platform. And look, you got to be this way. See, this is what the go. Y'all think I'm playing? Go look at what you have to do to belong to a fraternity. Y'all seen School Days? Few other college movies. Do y'all think that's humane? Do y'all think God-fearing people that mean you any good, do you think they do shit like that? Deceive you to think you filling in a toilet full of shit so that you can move up and become a pledge, but deceiving you into thinking it's actually feces and it's a banana, and vice versa. You think that's what real friends do? You think that's what people who care about your well-being do? Really? And if that's the case, then we see why all these sucker duck ass want to be supposed to be friends online, because you actually think that's being a friend. Move into a position where you can call shots and tell other men what to do. Of course they gay. You gotta be gay. Sit there and beating your chest proud because you got another man's name across your back or across your chest. And you wondering why our kids gone. You wondering why our kids are scribing to this sick shit, nigga. Because what we did. Because of what we've been doing. Oh, Kanye speaking up about this. What the fuck do you care about? What you need Kanye for validation, nigga? That shit Kanye talking, niggas been talking that shit for 40 years. He ain't telling us nothing that we don't already know. But because he got a little fame, a little prestige, oh, I'm just supposed to hop on the bandwagon, right? Your idol worshiping ass is out of here, man. Your idol worshiping ass is out of here. Yes, that is idolatry. See, I be coming on here, y'all. I be trying to get into little scuffles with people so I can take my mind off of this crazy stuff that's going on in front of all these intelligent people, but all these intelligent people can't see what's going on. I come on here for an escape. Maybe Diva Time Man to say something wrong to me, and I can tell him how messed up he look or how messed up he act. Maybe Prometheus come on here and give me woman beater vibes so I can tell him about himself. See, these idiots may not understand how much peace they give me, but I receive peace for them because I know even though these are sick people, they are real people. They are real. I actually get cussed out and interact with them when I feel like it, not when they feel like it, when I feel like it. Can you do that with one of these celebrities you worshiping? Can you do that with one of these celebrities you worship? If you say something about these celebrities and you say something encouraging to them, will they bring your name up every time? Or you say something hurtful to them, will they bring your name up every time? Come on. But I bet you if I rub, these people on here that I know that's real people, if I rub them the wrong way, I guarantee you they got something to say to me. All my time of living, all these nut hugging Jordan want to worshiping ass niggas, I ain't never heard Jordan say, hey, let me show me proof that you got 10 pair of my shoes that you bought. Show me proof and I pay your rent for a year. I pay your mortgage for the year. I pay your house taxes for a year, your car note. I ain't never seen it. But yet and still you got these bitch ass, forgive my language, you get these characters out here that'll kill for this character. And if you trust their characters, they got you. They got you. And you thinking everything these people telling you is real. Scottie Pippen, wife left him for Michael Jordan's son. And you niggas believe it. You don't hang out with Scottie Pippen. You ain't got no way of even finding out if it's a lie or not. But you're regurgitating. You're sharing. You're taking time to chat and give a lie way more strength than what it would have without you. And yes, let me break. I said idol worship. Let me bust your bubble. You want to know what worship is? Worship is when I go buy a ticket to see, let's say, Musiq Soulchild. And I stand in that line to get in. And I stand in that line to get my seat. And I stand in that line to use the bathroom while I'm there. And I stand in that line to get me a drink. Stand in that line to get up out of there after it's all over with. I do all this work so I can sit back and say, hey, singer, you the best singer. Yeah, Musiq Soulchild. Yeah, That's worship, y'all. Just in case you didn't know. Just in case you didn't know. Like, worship is when I went to those Piston games, Red Wing games, Tiger games, and woo! Yeah, center fielder. Hit the ball over here. Yeah. You spend your money to go sit in a bleed seat to holler another man's name. Not only is it homosexual, it's idol worship. Sorry to bust your bubble. Yeah, it seemed a little bit better when you say, hey, I'm going to see women. I'm going to see the lingerie lead. I ain't got no problem with sitting up there yelling no woman name. Yeah, but you doing all that work just to sit in there to worship that woman is idol worship. Yeah, see Satan like a spider. You escape one hand, he got a whole nother arm. He got a whole nother 7 arms for your ass to endure. You may get away from him here, but he gonna have something way more hypnotizing and more alluring than the one you just ran from. What keeps me right? What lets me know when I'm stepping too far over into idolatry? Jesus Christ. That's my line of defense. A lot of people can't do that because they don't even believe Jesus is real. And just because you don't believe Jesus is real, I'm not gonna drag you through the mud. That's what you choose to do with your mind. But don't beat me up because I don't believe what you believe. Give me the same respect I give you. See, that's the thing. That's the thing, Indigo. This is their stories. This is their stories. We don't have no way of proving not only that Michael Jordan is a real person, but we don't have no way of knowing that he sacrificed his own daddy. We don't even have a way of knowing if his daddy is still living. The only thing we know is what they tell us. We know the story. See, I don't ascribe to none of it. And see, I fear when it comes to awareness, Indigo, I fear me just making people aware. I fear asking for money for that. I asked for money when I brought out that information about the jabber, because a lot of people was coming at me and they were saying why they should get it, why shouldn't they get it? And I ran across this information that's on my channel still, where the guy had told them had came out with a memorandum for 10 years prior to that, saying what they was going to do about this virus and about them jabbers. I presented that on my channel. I asked for donations for that. You know, I didn't get not a donation, but I still asked. Other than that, you want to hit me up on the financial tip, hit me up. I ain't gonna turn it down. I'm gonna put it to good use. The thing is, when it comes to my being, Jehovah got me. When it got to me preaching that his word that he gave to me for free, when it comes to me just giving people an accurate account, I don't want no money for that. This truth I'm telling people right now about these secret society, about these celebrities. See, this God's truth. This ain't my truth. This what God enabled me to see. Without God, I don't, without Jehovah God, I don't see none of these things. I'm still asleep just like everybody else. All that money, tell me about it. And they do. Sometimes they do. But I ask you, Indigo, I'm saying they do, right? How is there so many people homeless out there in California right now? How there's so many people homeless all throughout the United States? Yeah, I can understand people don't want to be a slave to the system no more. But yeah, they can be homeless, they can have their tents outside, but they still can be living and be in a way respectful, living clean, without filth, and with assistance from the government. Oh hell no. Indigo, you ask me a question like that? Shame on you. Let me shut up because you mess around and say you got the jab. Did you get the jab, Indigo, before I start talking stuff? Because you've been pulling up on me for a nice little while now. And I don't want to ruffle your feathers. Not yet. If you're guilty. Heck no. I seen the jab. When it comes to the jab, I had to see my kids. You know, my son's grown. And I made sure that I went to one of them job, I went to one of them house, and my other one was just dropping through to see me. And one by one, I just came at him. I kept a poker face, Indigo. I say, one by one, I step to him and say, what you think about the V, right? I mean, the hell with them. I said, what you think about the virus? Said nothing. I said, you sick? Anything? No. You gonna get the vaccine? Hell no. And you know, I still held the poker face to a certain extent. And I said, what you mean? Hell no. He said, I ain't sick. I don't. You know, one by one, my sons was saying the same thing, but in a different way. What, you gonna do it? I said, hell no. Hell no. I ain't gonna do it. What I need to do it for? I ain't been sick in years. And here it is, I'm smoking, I'm eating unhealthy, ain't doing a lick of exercise, and I ain't been sick in years. What am I gonna put myself in a situation where I can get sick for? Didn't make no sense to me. Didn't make no sense to me. And while they showing, see the thing I was doing, y'all. No, my children and I not getting. That's what's up, Andrew. That's what's up. Peace, Earth. What's good this morning? That's what's up, Indigo. Nobody. Me, my wife, my household. See, fortunately, me and my wife enjoy being up under each other. Because when they was talking that stuff, you got to stay in the house with this, that, and other. Oh, it wasn't nothing to us. We was doing that anyway. We wasn't going out here hanging in no club. We did that already. Going to the backyard parties and all that. No, we good. The one thing we did though, Indigo, we convinced our sons to coming back home for a little while until things blew over. We did do that now. Yep. I mean, it just didn't make no sense. And it was crazy to me that only a few people seen this stuff. It was crazy to me. Everybody didn't take note of this stuff. And I mean, some of the most intelligent people, some of my closest friends are Jehovah's Witnesses. And I even heard some of them talking this stuff. And I said, wow, it really made me mad. It made me mad, Indigo. It really pissed me off. Fortunately, I got a good wife because my wife had been telling me, trying to convince me Quit putting people on a pedestal. Just because this person stopped smoking and doing what they supposed to be doing, and don't mean that they know that, don't mean that they closer to God than you is. Quit thinking everybody on the same level as you. And my wife repeated this, man, I don't know how many times. My homie I met in prison, man, this guy had been cool since way before. We've been cool since prison. Day one we met each other. See, I don't believe in coincidence. This dude, the only reason I met this dude is because I got in trouble. Nope, that was before I got in trouble. It's because I had a toothache. I had a real bad toothache. I didn't know nothing about, getting it cleaned out and all that stuff. Only thing I knew about was I wanted to kill somebody. And they put this dude in the same room as me. They put him in the same room as me. The only thing this dude did was stood by the door looking out. Mind you, I'm around this motherfucker looking like I'm doing natural life because my face is toe up, my fist is balled up, I got tears in my eyes because I'm in pain, y'all. So in me, and I was only 18, I was still 17 years old at this point. I hadn't even turned 18 years old yet. This dude here, we wasn't supposed to meet each other because this dude here was 20 years old. He turned 21 while he was there. Like a couple days after he arrived. A couple days later, he wouldn't have came where I was. He would have went to Jackson. He would have went to Jackson State Prison. But instead, he came to Riverside. So I see him standing by the door, and I know that I'm only in this mud for a couple years. I want to calm this dude down because he looked real, he don't look worried or scared or nothing, but he looked lost. So I asked this dude, I said, you religious, man? You believe in anything? He's like, yeah. You? I said, yeah. And I say, do you know who God is? And he said, yeah, I know who God is. Do you know who God is? I said, yeah. And he said, who is he? I said, I asked you first. And he said, well, I guess you're gonna say God is Allah, right? I told him, I said, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say that God is Jehovah. So when I said that, he turned around and looked at me, kind of sly-eyed. And he say, yeah, I think so too. Come to find out, y'all, he was raised as a Jehovah's Witness, to make a long story short. And me and him been cool ever since. Ever since. So during the time we've been cool, I've always been a slacker, y'all. I've always been a slacker. I always got a job. I always got fired for it because I couldn't keep my mouth shut. And I'm not saying always, like saying I get there a couple days and boom, it's over with. I'll be there for a minute. But when I see that injustice is being done, I could put up with it for a time period. But after a time period, I got to say something. And my body type, my face, my facial expressions, these are the things that got me fired throughout my working career. I may be passionate about something I'm talking about, and they will take offense to it like I want to beat them up. I would get threatened to get beat up, and I would say, hey, let's step outside to the back, and I would get fired. For whatever reason. The woman that became my wife, I used to tell her this stuff, and she didn't believe me until she actually lived it with me. She actually, I witnessed somebody make a false report on me at my job that was trying to train me to be manager of this Popeyes right here on Warren and Connors in Detroit. Somebody made a complaint about me. I proved that the complaint wasn't about me. And I still got fired anyway. And guess why she fired me? The lady Sonia fired me because she said I was super arrogant. While in the midst of proving that I was innocent, I was super arrogant about the whole thing. And I didn't understand it then what she was talking about. My boss didn't understand it because he telling me, man, you proved what you was supposed to prove, but she telling me to fire you anyway because you know you was arrogant about the whole thing. I'm like, arrogant, and I always been arrogant. If I'm good at what I'm doing, yeah, I've always held my nose up, and you know, when I took a sip of a drink, held my pinky out. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with you about that. And you know, my younger days, I was a very good looking dude. You dig what I'm saying? So I was always arrogant and on pretty much everything I did. You did. So when she said that, I'm like, I just took it as it's time for me to find something better. But when she said fire him anyway, I was like, whoa, you know, wow, this type of stuff just keep on happening to me. And I wasn't standing over aggressive. I was sitting down with her, talking to her, explaining to her how things went, and you know, showed her how you know, how I make customers spend way more than they want to spend. I reminded her about all that. You know, I had got accolades behind all this type of stuff. A gabber, right? You know, I always been a gabber. Always gotta, if I can save you some money, I'm gonna save you some money. Customers love that. So I knew when a complaint came back about me, I knew. Oh, wait, who's ugly king? Title got me hollering. I actually Triple Darkness actually played a clip of Diva Time Man talking about Cherie bad, calling, you know, trying to relate she ugly. Like, stop, girl. Stop. That gets up under my skin. You ain't got no room to be calling nobody ugly. You scared to anybody that's scared to turn on their camera shouldn't talk about nobody looks, period. That's just my opinion. And that's what type of stuff that give me peace, Indigo, when I come on here and I see real people interacting. You know, real people 9 times out of 10 is sick people. And when that sickness come out, it's just an identifying mark. I'm dealing with a real person, not some bot, not some, you know, you know, brain dead idiot that's just regurgitating what they done heard the TV say. That brings me peace. When I get on here and I see people upset about somebody saying the wrong thing or going too far about this and that. Yeah, I welcome, before I welcome idiocy, I welcome people that's sick, because I've been sick and still sick in some ways. You did? But yes, I heard that. Look, I couldn't even listen to the whole clip. Like, how can you, I dare you? How dare you? You literally scared to turn on your camera. You're on internet all day, every day. You rarely turn on your camera. And you talk about somebody else's face? Stop. It sounds like you are a targeted individual. Because of what I talk about, yeah, I'm gonna always be targeted. Always, you know, because don't nobody want to hear you calling them idol worshiper and they know they're guilty of it. You feel what I'm saying, Indigo? And this individual who I love, I don't hate none of these people on here, but she's sick. She called herself putting a monkey wrench in somebody that was financially looking out for me on here. She called herself stopping that. Well, she actually did stop that by claiming I was something that I wasn't. So when it comes to that, whenever I get a chance to address an individual that's stepping out of line like that, I always do. Because I know there's no way that this is a person that likes to, oh man, call people job and get people fired. This is one of these kind of persons. And there's no way that this person can touch me. And when asked to and confronted about what she did to me, she always run. Just like the guy I call Prometheus. I call him Prometheus because he's my son. I asked him for a conversation. I don't want to go back and forth with you. I did something that hurt you, that made you make a whole video about me, several videos about me. What did I do wrong? I said a statement you made was weird. You did. And for whatever reason, I couldn't even, I've been on his platform before. He's been on my platform before. I didn't think it would be a problem. I didn't even think it would be a hesitation on him letting me know where I went wrong at. So I could have let him know why. But still, right now, he just take little shots at me. And the shots he take are, it tells you a lot about himself. It tells you that he's, like I say, our kids were raised homosexual. You can see he's part of that generation that it hit hard. Because just like an individual named ZX, he liked to talk about man putting their mouth on other men. And I've been in prison before. I've had to work with people that live like that before. I don't welcome that in my space. I don't never go at no other man saying nothing like that. I even tried to repeat what he said back, call him a nut hugger, and it felt disgusting to me. You did what I'm saying? So whenever I get the time to address cowards, whenever I get the opportunity to do it, I do it. I do it. It's just that, the little brother give me woman beater vibes. You get a man to say something to you, you ignore him. And as soon as a woman says something you don't like, she all type of beads and garden utensils, and it's crazy. It's like, dude, either you getting beat up by a woman or you whooping on women. Either way, take it either way, but you got a personal vendetta against women, which in turn makes you what I call them. You did. But yeah, that's what I was talking about, Earth. it kind of gave me a little momentum because I'm still fighting, this day 4 of no smoking. I still got a half ounce sitting in the house and packs of unopened cigarettes. So I got to feel my purpose. I got to feel my life with doing other things. That's why I'm outside in front of my house right now instead of inside doing this, But hey, I'm still putting my best foot forward, feeling a lot more energy, just trying my best to just keep this going, man. Keep this high going, because it's a natural high, natural. No doubt, sis. No doubt. No doubt. Got to. I got to. I had my fun. Plenty years, no side effects, but I'm starting to feel side effects now. So it's about that time. It's about that time. And he will, Satan will use those close to you to try to bring you down. And and he's tried a few times already, and I've stood 10 toes down. So I'm good. What's up, bro? I ain't seen you in a minute. Well, I ain't been over to R. I ain't had a chance to go over to RE in a minute neither. So, but what's good with you, man? We need to get together and build a dialogue on here, man, because I need you to I ain't gonna be pig headed enough to say go check out all my videos, but I want to give it to you raw and uncut, man, whenever you get a chance. So that you can know what I'm with. Anything I say, the stuff I talk about, I don't want you to be offended about it. You 9 times out of 10, a younger brother, and a lot of stuff I've seen and experienced, you haven't yet to do that. So I just want to make sure we got the same. My language don't trip you up. Thank you, Indigo. Thank you. Yeah, I should be at the point now, y'all. If I even tried to pick up a cigarette, it ought to taste like death. Last time I stopped smoking, I made it to day 3 and 4, and went to go try to get upset about something. Went to go try to sneak one off in my head right quick, and damn near cough my chest up. So I should be safe now. I ain't gonna test the water to see. Sorry, y'all. I'm eating some deluxe nuts. Members mark. I like peanuts, but if you don't get the deluxe, the whole damn thing be all peanuts. So I get the deluxe with the cashew, almonds, pistachios, pecans, and hazelnuts. And that's right. That's right, bro. So the thing is, you know, people in my age class like to point the finger at these generations and talk about the homosexual tendencies when we were the ones who introduced them to the homosexual tendencies. My kids used to sit up and hear me and my homies debate over who was the best football player, who was the best running back and score and all this stuff. And just look at it. You sitting there talking about another man, not saving lives, not doing something meaningful, but you're discussing another man for hours because he know how to catch or he know how to put a ball through a hole. He know how to tackle another man. You dig what I'm saying? We set it up. And then look at him. Look at the action figures they give us as kids. See, I played with He-Man. Everything, every last man, and rip them with muscle, and you know what I'm saying? Look at what they give us. They didn't make that toy for girls, they made that toy for boys. And then they tell you that if you pick up a Barbie doll, that's gay, or you're a girl. See, they don't want you to be familiar with the female specimen. They want you to stay putting your hands on little muscle-bound men. And I was a toy lover, so I never even paid no attention to that type of stuff until I started having my own kids. Until I started paying attention to what was going on in the real world. The real world, the things that go on, you wouldn't even really believe they're going on unless you can put your finger on it, unless you experience it. Wow, y'all. Y'all done had me run my mouth for an hour and a half. I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all, just in case I go to the water. I have some more stuff to talk about, most definitely. Look like the rain trying to let up a little bit now, though. I'm gonna go in this crib, uh, heat up some of this cheese I got, eat some of these Doritos so I can have something on my stomach, and come back out and see how the weather looking. If the weather looking good, y'all, we on the river today. I don't know where on the river, but we're gonna find us a spot on the river and we're gonna kick the bobos. You did? Yep. So you know what I'm talking about, young brother. But I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all have a peaceful day, a beautiful morning. I mean, it's beautiful, y'all. I had to come downstairs. What got me out of the house is I had to come downstairs and turn off the air, the central air. I opened that window and got a whiff of outside, and it felt all cool. I said, "Oh man, let me get this. Let me turn this air off now." But that's what got me outside, y'all. Remember on my as far as my drive videos, if y'all like them, because I see my drive videos been getting a lot of hits. I'm not working right now, so I do need help with gas. And if it's like anywhere y'all want to go check out, y'all want to go see how the new bridge looking. They building the Gordie Howe Bridge. They got this park called Clark Park that's in the Mexican side of Detroit, called Southwest Detroit. They putting 4.4 million into that. We can go check that out and see how it looked before and after. It's a lot of spaces I want to go take y'all, but like I was telling like my wife was reminding me, we got things we got to do. We can't be spending all our money on no gas. So, but any type of hits I get, anytime y'all want to ride and just upload a nice little ride video, or y'all want me to sit on this riverfront where I got a Wi-Fi signal at, we can sit up there and kick it. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's whatever. It's whatever, y'all. I'm gonna have a lot more energy now, so be ready for me, y'all. Be ready for me. I haven't used up all my free time as far as StreamYards is concerned. I used when I first got on here, I had to buy StreamYards because I was using all my time up. I got a feeling I'm gonna have to start buying you StreamYard again. Got a real strong feeling because I'm exuding energy right now, y'all. Y'all just don't understand. They say when you burn fat off, it's nothing but energy. So I got a lot of fat to burn off. So I'm probably gonna be a damn fireball around here, y'all. But till then, y'all, till later on or whenever, peace, love. Continue to put me in your prayers. I will continue to do the same. And just for the sake of us not knowing what's gonna happen in the next second, tell the people around you that you love them. Don't just assume they know. Tell them. Tell them. I'm not a homophobe or a homosexual. I got grown sons. There's no problem with me ever telling another man that I love him. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.